So Card Party was absolutely massive when it came to our master set buys. We got some really cool cards. Some cards I haven't seen in a really long time, but a lot of holes in our master set is filled, and I spent a lot of money. But we're gonna go through that at the end of the video. I got home a few days ago. It's been kind of a whirlwind. Like, Card Party was an absolute blast. We went down there 4 days earlier, 4 days before Card Party started. We went down there on Sunday. We flew down to Tampa and then drove to Orlando so we could go to Universal for a few days and checked out the new Epic Universe, which was okay. I mean, I hoped for better, but it's a work in progress. It was fine. I actually loved Universal. I haven't been there for a long time. Had a lot of fun doing that, and then went and checked out like some rides that I haven't looked at in a really long time. Like, I never went on the Velocicoaster before, which was absolutely amazing. Sorry, I'm turning on all of my lights. I'm turning on my equipment. This is part of like the new transition to better editing and storytelling. I don't know. You can let me know how it goes. Anyways, so checked out all of that stuff, and it was a lot of fun. Like, Card Party was a blast. Universal was a blast. I had a really good time. On Friday morning, we drove up to Card Party and just checked in right away, and then like immediately had stuff going on. So I went to the convention center right away, and I played in a creator tournament, which I play the game competitively, but not as much as I'd like to. I talk about the game competitively a lot. I talk to my friends about the game competitively a lot, but I don't actually usually get to like sleeve up physical cards. Just because there's not like obviously there's other stuff going on, so I just don't have the time to do it. So we played in like a creator tournament, which was just a bunch of creators playing in a pre-release setting. So we had a bunch of build and battle boxes from Destined Rivals, and huge shout out to Tabletop Village for putting things on. Like, they did an awesome job. The first round, I was expecting to do really well. First round I played against Alex Ketchum, Alex Hodges. You guys probably know who he is. If you don't, check him out. Like, he unbelievable content creator, especially when it comes to short form stuff. His editing is amazing, and he wrecked me in round one. It was kind of sad. So I played Tyranitar with coughing, wheezing lines. Like, it flowed really well. I just ran into a lot of issues where I couldn't get things set up, and he got Typhlosion set up like super quick. Right away, he had Ethan's Adventures. He had multiples of them in his discard. It seemed like every turn he was getting stuff he needed. So I don't know if he just pulled like really well, or drew really well, or he buried me, just completely bodied me. Like, I took a prize, he took a prize, I took a prize, he took a prize, and then I ran out of bench Pokemon, and that was it. That was the end of the game. So I lost that one. Then I played Twice Baked Jake, and I was able to come back, and I won that one. And then I played Chris Pie TCG. If you've ever watched, those guys are amazing as well, and I won that one. So I finished 2-1, which is fine. I ended up finishing 5th based off of resistance. So it was a lot of fun. Just kind of a little break from things, and we did that before the actual tournament started. Then I went into the convention before the convention started, and I could not believe when I walked in the amount. Like, it was just a sea of people and vendor tables. I forget exactly how many vendor tables there were, but I want to say it was like 800. It was supposed to be like double the size of what you would typically get at a Collecticon. I've never been to a Collecticon before, so I have no idea what that's really like. And the only real card shows I've been to outside of Card Party was just Pokemon events, like actual regional events. I've been to international events. I've been to the World Championships, and obviously those, like, you only have a handful of vendors. Like, I've vended multiple regional events before where it's just me, the Card Coliseum, and then like a few other vendors. Like, this is massive. Like, if you've ever been to a Collecticon before, or even like a smaller card show, like, there's just table sections set up all over the place, and it was nice and spacious and things like that, and they had a lot going on. So I walked around for a brief period of time, just a little bit, because I had to go do a meet and greet in the corner. And my meet and greet was right next to Coop's meet and greet, and that Coop, my goodness. So a lot of people would like go in my line and then go in Coop's line, or go in Coop's line and then go in my line. Coop is just like so great. He draws a Pokemon for his, like, every time he signs his name, signs his autograph, he draws a Pokemon. Like, he'll ask what their favorite Pokemon is, and I was talking to him about this. He's like, yeah, it's just kind of my thing, Like, I asked him, like, it's just, I thought it would be fun. Like, a lot of artists do it, and I was like, no, that makes sense. It just makes me look like I just got this chicken scratch scribble, and every time there's like a new Pokemon, like, I'm signing under Coop's name, and I'm like, oh, what do you draw this time? This guy is so great. It's amazing. So I got to meet a lot of great people during the meet and greet. I didn't get to meet as many people as I would have liked. liked. So my meet and greet, I think, went from 5 to 6. And there's a lot of people who didn't get there on Friday, like they came on Saturday. So I don't know, I'll have to ask Pat if maybe I can do another meet and greet on like Saturday instead of just Friday, because there's a lot of people who I missed who said they weren't able to see me throughout the weekend. I was walking around a lot. I was doing a lot of stuff. But after that, like for the most part, just kind of walked around a little bit, and then we had to get downstairs for the show. Like if you've never been to Card Party before, they do this main stage show every night. So on Friday night, they had a bunch of games. So you're separated into 2 different teams, which is basically usually the color of whatever generation it is. So like this is Gen 3, this is Card Party 3. So we had Ruby and Sapphire, and I was on Team Sapphire. I was on Team Ruby. I have never won. The first year, which was Red versus Blue, I was on Team Blue. And throughout the weekend, you earn points. Kind of like if you think like Harry Potter, like you get house points to award a championship. Same thing, same concept. So the first year, it was Red versus Blue. I was on Team Blue. We lost. We didn't get enough points. We lost. The second year, it was Gold versus Silver. I was on Team Silver. We lost to Gold. This year, I was on Team Ruby, and we lost to Sapphire. Actually, this year, we got pretty well demolished. It was rough. We made it a little bit closer at the end, but it was rough. Anyways, during the main stage show, Pat calls people up on stage. Pocket Monster, who puts this all together, does a fantastic job, him and his team. Basically, he calls creators up on stage in sections and then play different games. The first game that they'll play is like guess the special illustration rare, and they'll show you a real little blip of a card, and you have to try and guess what the special illustration rare is. And then there's a game where you have to guess what the Pokemon is, and you have to guess the value of something and put things in order of what the most expensive is, and the things like that. And then the last game we played when I went up on stage was Family Feud, which was a lot of fun. So we did that the first night. The second day, kind of a lot more of the same thing, like took some meetings in, walked around, met a lot of people, did some shopping before the main stage show at night. And then Sunday I had a box battle on stage. It was myself and Unlisted Leaf against Leonhardt and Super Duper Danny, which was kind of like a rematch from the previous year. The previous year, we opened a box of Evolving Skies each, and this year we opened a box of Destined Rivals each. And again, myself and Unlisted Leaf were able to take it down. I ended up pulling a special illustration rare Crobat with like 2 packs left. That kind of sealed the deal, but it wasn't enough, which is unfortunate. And then we had the last show, and then he announced where Card Party would be for next year, kind of like what they do at Worlds. So they kept calling people up on stage. They did Saturday night's main show was like a bunch of audience members got to participate in games, and that was a lot of fun. They got to open up base set packs, so that was really cool. Same thing happened on Sunday afternoon for the last show. And they played Family Feud on Sunday afternoon with a lot of people who were just coming and attending the event, just having fun and hanging out. And there's a lot of just wonderful people that are there. Like the vendors are great, but the people are what make these events so special. All the people that come up and whatever it is that they're there for, like the families, just the joy that you get to see just walking in. Everybody's smiling, everybody's having a good time. Like there's different zones and things to do for families and for kids and for adults, and there's trade nights every night, and there's box breaks every night. And I opened up a first edition fossil pack and pulled the Holo Gengar, which you may have seen in the show, and it was a lot of fun. So he announced Card Party 4, the next gen, which will be in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, next July. And then there's another Card Party yet this year that'll be in Seattle. So if you haven't made it to a Card Party yet, it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun to walk around and get to see everything. I met some amazing people, and I did do some shopping from some cards that I wasn't expecting to be, like, I'm just going to kind of cycle through these. I got a Rockets Mewtwo EX right here. Some of these are like damaged, and I really wanted to focus on a lot of this stuff that I didn't have yet. So if you remember, if you've been along on like the Master Set Challenge, a lot of stuff that I have been collecting for the Master Set Challenge has been smaller. So there's a Charmeleon Secret Rare, which is sick. Here's the Charmander Secret Rare, which is equally as sick. So a lot of stuff that I've been collecting so far has been more of like the commons, uncommons, a lot of the bulkier stuff. Just a lot of bulkier stuff that, you know, I can start filling into binders and making binders if you've followed along on the Master Set Challenge. So trying to get like all the binders prepped and things like that, so that way it's easy just to kind of slip in whatever cards that we're missing. We've got a long way to go yet, so this is going to be a long process and a journey that hopefully we can do together. Those are a couple e-readers. This is a shiny Ponyta. I love this card. Very, very cool. Here's a shiny Swablu right here. So I got a lot of like EX era stuff, which was kind of my goal going into it. Part of me wanted to get maybe some crystals if I could find any, but I also need to be careful about spend, because obviously some of these cards do get really, really pricey. Some of these cards get super expensive. So I wanted to watch that a little bit, and because of that, like some of these cards are near mint condition, just because I was like, well, I'm just gonna buy it now while I have it in front of me. And some of them are unfortunately not near mint condition. Some of them might be moderately played or lightly played or heavily played. A couple of them are damaged. I don't think any of them are too terrible. There was one, I almost bought a Blastoise EX, but it was even too damaged for my liking, even to go into a master set. So just kind of going through some of these right now. I was able to pick up a good chunk of these on Sunday on the last day of the show. I met some amazing vendors. Like I talked to Jar Chomps a little bit. I got to buy some of this stuff from Jar Chomps. And just walking around, like it was Go to Polls was there. There was so many great vendors there. Ken from the Pokemon Network. A lot of really good vendors that you probably have seen before, probably know of, and just kind of you get to watch like some of their content, right? Like you get to watch their content, but it's not the same as meeting them in person and talking to them a little bit and seeing the passion and the fun that goes along with it. So I picked up some bangers as far as these master sets go. So I'm really excited about all of these cards. And really right now it's just about kind of stacking things up. Like I hope to go to another card show here soon to add some more pieces to this giant master set puzzle. And then, I don't know, I'll probably have to take like a week. The Blastoise Secret Rare from Plasma and the Charizard right here as well. Both of those are actually not too bad, so lightly played or near mint. I think one of them is near mint and one of them is lightly played, but I can't remember exactly which one. But Card Party ended on Sunday. And it was sad when it ends because it's always so much fun. Like they do such a good job of keeping things flowing and making sure that everybody gets to do fun stuff. Like it's all involved for everybody. Which is really cool. I got to do the claw machine that Voltex brought along. I talked to them about like some binder ideas that I had and just some stuff going on. I met with eBay Live a little bit and talked to them. I talked to Collector a lot as well, just about their app and things like that. And I just got to talk to a lot of people in the community, in the space, about what we can do to continue to improve the space and move things along, and just the content creators. Like there was one point where Alex pulled us all aside during a meeting we had, and we all opened up Magic the Gathering Final Fantasy. We each opened up a pack of that, and that was really fun. I'd never done that before, so that was really cool. I ended up actually buying a pack and doing it the next day with Killa. Killa and I opened one together because it was so much fun. Like we didn't pull anything great, but it was just fun to it's just fun hanging out with people. You know, it's just fun hanging out with people who like what you like. So I really enjoyed that part. The event flies by. It really does. It's an experience, and that's the best way that I can explain it to you. It's an experience. It is a party. It is something where you just get to go and have fun. I cannot tell you how many times throughout the weekend I looked around and just everybody was smiling and enjoying themselves. So I highly recommend checking out a card party if it's anywhere near you, or if you have the time. This next one, like I said, is in Seattle in October. It is like no event that you will ever go to. At least I assume so. I have not, like I said, I've never been to a Collecticon. So you can let me know in the comment section down below what you think as far as like how things go. But I met some amazing people. I got to open up a Thunderstorm box with Freckles, which was amazing. We each opened up a vintage pack and just looking at, like, reminiscing the nostalgia. Like, it's great. And I know nostalgia is kind of like an overused word a little bit, but just hanging out with friends and opening up packs, like that's what it's always been about. Just having this common thing that you share together. And if you have that, like that grows, you know, that grows into, cultivates, you know, this good relationship and things like that. And you start, like, you can, I don't know. It's tough to explain. I'm gonna try and bottle it up as much as I can and just exude it. I don't know if that's the word I'm looking for, but it was an absolute blast. I would highly recommend it. Huge shout out to Deep Pocket Monster, Pat Flynn and his team of wonderful people for putting this together. They did a killer job. And I really can't wait for Seattle. Honestly, like I just wish I could have had more time to meet more people. That was really all it was about. So I really hope you guys check it out. Let me know what you think down below as far as the editing goes. This is my friend Matt right here. Say hi, Matt. Matt is Matt. I hope you put a picture of yourself right here. I really hope you do. So Matt is helping me out with editing right now, and our goal is to tell these stories and really enjoy this community with you. So huge shout out to Matt the GOAT. I talk to him a lot at Card Party, so he's helping me not be so bad. I love you guys. I'll talk to you again soon. Until the next video. Peace!